Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Cancer. So this is a general read. It could be any aspect of your life. Take it how it best resonates. What does Cancer need to know? This one here. Okay, someone's feeling sad here, focusing on the negative. Something didn't turn out the way somebody had hoped here. With this image, you can see someone's got their back turned to the Two of Cups. So something emotional. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I feel some of you maybe were hoping for something here. Hoping to come together possibly with someone. Yeah, so I do see taking a little break. Yeah, so I feel like this is telling you here, and I do feel like this is probably advice, kind of feeling a little exhausted, feeling a little rejected, maybe ignored here, but it's telling you to just take a little bit of a break, spend a little time alone. Yeah, little break here. You could be on a break or separation here, but the Queen of Cups is looking at this, waiting for someone to reciprocate. Yeah, look at that. Actually, just come out this way. So there it is. It's all about finding your balance here, taking a little step, making a decision through calm. This is a card also of meditation here, but a lot of this is just taking a little break, getting out of your head, taking a step back, looking at things in a different light, kind of sleep on it. Often things look better in the morning, but this is also an energy of patience, and it is about self-control, finding your own balance and seeing the bigger picture here. Yeah, so I feel with this, oh my gosh, another 5. Yeah, there may be some sort of deception or mixed messages, mixed signals, but someone here maybe made a bad choice with this card too. 5 of Swords energy. So it's telling you to see the bigger picture here. Now, the interesting part about this 5 of Cups is it's about looking for the hidden blessing. So a little time out, a break, get out of your head, sleep on it, making a decision through calm. This is, self-control. It's also about if something kind of felt off here. See, something feels off here too for some of you. But if you look at the bigger picture here, you may have, like I say, there may have been some sort of deception here. But with this energy of feeling rejected or ignored and something feeling off, it's very possible here somebody made an unwise choice. Someone's feeling a little bit defeated, I feel here. Yeah. Don't, like I say, just take a little break. Let things kind of calm down, because this is also a card of compromise. Finding a successful compromise. So let's take a look at that 5 of Cups energy. 5 of Cups, yeah. You got a King of Swords energy. Now, this could be anyone. It could be advice, but this is somebody here it has to do with some sort of truth. And I do feel there's mixed messages and mixed signals here too. And with this energy, I actually feel there's a few things going on, but this is a person who generally speaks truth, but it has to do with someone's intentions. You got a person here who was pinned down by their thoughts, thinking, probably overthinking a situation and feeling like there's no hope. But someone here's felt defeated. It could be yourself or this person. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Does Cancer need to know? The Queen of Cups. It's an energy often of seeing the truth in a situation here. Yeah, it's about avoiding something. Somebody may have been trying to avoid you, and maybe it is even yourself. You may have avoided a disaster here, though, and that's what I feel. And it's often because of someone feeling defeated or somebody was up to something. Because this card has a lot of different energies in it. It all depends what's around it. But if you look at the bigger picture, I feel you may have dodged a bullet. Okay. And I do feel it's because somebody needed to take a break. They needed to get out of their head to find their balance. It's possible this person here felt something was a little off. So maybe they kind of ignored you or rejected you. But this is interesting. Things are calming down. This is some time in between things calming down. Someone might have been a little bit cold here, and I'm going to tell you, the fact is this person likely regrets this. But for some reason, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's something good going to come out of this. So there's the Temperance. See how that flows? Yeah, so it's an energy of just sort of someone feeling something is off. It didn't feel right. But it's a person who needs to kind of calm down. And I do see both people seeing the bigger picture, taking a step back. So a little time in between here. Let's have a look at balance. Yeah, we have a person here. Now, this is someone here kind of shining that light. It has to do with someone initiating a conversation. So I feel that this person wants to initiate a conversation here. They want to talk, but they are, and I do see an energy of someone being curious, but they felt something was a little bit off, but now they're seeing things in a little different light here. I feel it's mixed messages and mixed signals here, and I do see a little frustration as well. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Why is this here for Cancer? Does Cancer need to know? It's an energy of finding, it's sort of like finding answers through calm, okay? Things calming down, sort of avoiding a disaster. And it could be where maybe you avoided this person or vice versa. But look at that. Someone here is definitely doing some reminiscing. See, they're thinking about this, looking at it, looking through for some kind of clarity. But you know what's interesting? It's that I feel it's somebody who wants to kind of make something right because they want to initiate a conversation. There could be children involved here. See someone seeing the bigger picture. Happy home, happy life. But it's also a person often who kind of romanticizes the past. I wouldn't be surprised if someone maybe being a little more romantic, because this is often a person, not only they overthink, they come across as cold, be kind of strict and structured kind of energy, but often a person who really analyzes things. But I do feel this is someone who has some kind of regret. So it's like I say, a little time in between for things to calm down. Let's have a look at the Five of Swords. What happened here? Yeah, see, this is about having it's about trust issues, frustration. I think it's mixed messages and mixed signals. I do. And I feel like this is someone kind of reflecting on this, you know, romanticizing the past. It's about coming together and having a conversation, just the two of you. But yeah, they're definitely mixed messages and signals. And I actually feel like you're both a little bit frustrated here too. But it could be where you're not trusting each other, because the Temperance is here, you know. But I'm going to tell you, this is often the energy of two people here who are very different from each other, but yet very much the same, because they are cards of balance. Somebody here is, and it's an energy of balancing head and heart energy as well. Tell me about this King of Swords. What is this person's intentions? What is this person's intentions? Oh, okay. So this is an energy of, their intention is, this is the natural born leader taking the lead. Some of you, if you have a choice here, if you have, and there could be choices, but I feel because I'm asking, what is this person's intention? It is to make some kind of a move. And this person, you know, is often positive. I feel somebody come across as wrong, because this is a person who takes the lead. When they want something, they go for it, and they focus on it until they kind of get what they want here. But it's generally a very positive person. So somebody here come across as wrong. And I do see more like frustration and mixed messages, because this is about two people seeing eye to eye. Tell me more about this King of Wands energy. Yeah, it looks as though, did you take the lead? Because this is often a person, when they want something, they go for it. But it does look like they were, I don't know if this is somebody who had their sword up. They felt something was off. Maybe you offered up this cup and you took the lead. They do see someone who's emotionally mature, because I do feel they've learned something in this time in between. This is about learning, curiosity. This is someone who wants to make this right. Look, we have a single person. I feel this is somebody wanting to know something if you're still single. So this is interesting. So if you took the lead, let this person take the lead, a little time in between. I mean, it's possible this is someone who had just cut somebody out, maybe another Queen of Cups energy for some of you, but it's an energy of someone wanting to know if someone's single. I see a person who's rather independent. They take care of themselves. Self-healing, self-care, a little break, a little time out. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody here wants to take a trip, a vacation, or there's something long distance here too. Yeah, and we have the Ace of Swords. So this is somebody having a little aha moment. It has to do with some kind of truth. Yeah, I mean, it could be where they cut somebody else out, but I feel it's more like you're offering something, you're giving. It has to do with communication. It's the Queen of Cups, somebody who's kind, compassionate, and cares. I see this energy of someone here finding out some kind of truth that you truly care. Wow, but it definitely, I see them questioning, wanting to know if you're single. Oh, what is going on here? Looks like there's been a timeout. Tell me about this Initiate of Swords, which is kind of like the Page of Swords, but the next step up. It's more like the Knight of Swords. Thinking things through, choosing their battles. So somebody's choosing their battles. So I feel at this time here, this is somebody here who has possibly been deceived, or they feel there is. I mean, it could be mind games, manipulation. But I feel, and this is someone shining that light. Yeah, this is an Emperor energy. So this is a person who's in that Emperor energy. This person's curious about something here. They definitely are. I mean, I feel they want to know things. And what's happening, because of this break, this time in between, they've learned something. And it could be yourself finding out this person's an Emperor. It could be someone who should have told someone the truth possibly here too. Tell me more about the Emperor energy. Yeah, this is someone being kind of stuck and stubborn, not moving. See, not budging, but it's also a card of balance. Four of Pentacles is balancing the budget, keeping their life in balance. This is the, if you don't need it, put it back energy. Yeah, but I feel it's an energy of someone being kind of stuck. See, someone's stuck and single, keeping someone stuck and single. But this is also someone who's protecting themselves. Maybe their money. This is often a self-made person. So they're definitely curious, though. But I don't think anyone's budging at this point here. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is somebody here failing to recognize, feels they've missed a magical opportunity. So this person feels they've missed an opportunity. I feel that there could have been a little bit judgy here. The King of Swords can be a little judgmental, but I'm going to tell you with this energy, it's also someone who judges themselves harshly, because with this energy, this is someone who's been thinking things through, looking for clarity, and it has to do with finding compromise here. Successful compromise. Yeah, they have a lot of self-control. So it is an energy of that Emperor energy. Ooh. But I do see someone missing an opportunity. See, shining the light, choosing their battle. Somebody was dealing with something and they weren't ready to budge or move. And definitely in protective mode. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone here who... Because it's like you've dodged a bullet, or they have. And it has to do with something that they've learned. They could be protecting you, because it is a person who sees the bigger picture. See, happy home, happy life. There could be children involved, but like I say, it's more like romanticizing, because they're thinking about this past. Maybe you wanted something a little more romantic here. Yeah, I don't know what's happened here, to be honest. But yeah, I can see all this sword energy is telling me it's a lot of thinking. There is a need for a conversation. I do feel they want to talk and clear something up. And I do feel feeling different after a period of time, seeing things differently. There it is. So there is a strong connection here for some of you. I see kindness, compassion, and some kind of forgiveness. I feel like there was some sort of judgment a little bit here with this person. But it is also someone who judges themselves harsher than they do other people. So... tell me about this single person. Yeah, I do see putting in effort. So it could have to do with work, putting in effort. See, some of you, it's also an energy of someone who's single. They look out for themselves. It's an energy of someone working hard, protecting everything they worked for. So I do think there's maybe a little trust issues here. Yeah, it's a lot going on in this energy, but it's about putting in effort. Maybe someone woulda, coulda, shoulda been a little more romantic, because the Queen of Cups is often someone who puts a lot of effort into something. They sacrifice. So some of you have sacrificed and put in effort. So it has to do with this person. But I do think there's going to be some truth here. Someone should have just told you the truth. And I do feel it's possible they cut someone out. Maybe another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Interesting. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of thinking. Look at this. This is a card of not taking action, but it's thinking. Trying to find some kind of clarity through this calm. Pinned down by their thoughts, not taking any action. See, it has to do with truth and this little aha moment. So this is somebody thinking they should have done things differently. Yeah, because after a period of time, things kind of calming down. They're kind of looking at this here. They definitely are in that nobody's taking any. I don't think either one of you are taking any action here. But I do see this, both people, I feel it's like you both know, little time in between, some kind of time out. Now, if this is a person from a distance, and there is an energy of sort of traveling here, maybe even for work. Yeah. Like I say, time in between, and it could be where there's just trust issues. But look at this is strength, kindness, compassion, self-control. So it has to do with someone feeling deceived or not trusting, but yet there's this strong connection here. Really interesting. Just a lot of thinking. It's all that kind of clarity through calm is what I feel. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, taking off the Pentacles. See, this is someone who was being a little stuck, stubborn, not wanting to cooperate and compromise. But someone's seeing this differently now. They missed a magical opportunity. It's a person who didn't come in right. It's possible someone here didn't budge or give in. They didn't come in right, possibly, too. So look at that energy. But look at this Ten of Cups. This is happiness, seeing the bigger picture. See, this is somebody going, aha, they get it. They get it. Yeah. And they're going to take off that pentacle. They want to have a conversation. But it's about this person starting it. Now, if you're the person who initiated this, sharing something with this person and starting it, for those of you who are in that energy, let this person put in the work, okay? Yeah, make them work for it a little bit here, because I do feel someone sacrificing, working. They're curious about what you do for work. I feel this, I mean, unless this is a relationship on a break, or someone who you don't know really well, it's all that curiosity of what you do. But they're taking off that pentacle. And I feel both people, you know, there's an energy of both. Just kind of calming down, taking a little pause, waking up the next day, sleeping on it, seeing things different. Yeah, look at that. A passionate new beginning, a spark, attraction, see balance. I feel this is somebody who kind of felt somebody maybe wasn't their type. Something was off. And maybe even both of you at some point. But the Ace of Wands is telling me a spark, attraction, a passionate new beginning. It has to do with someone making a choice, choosing the one. See, there may have been someone who cut somebody out here. Because when that Queen of Cups, either you are the one who took the lead. Because this is a person who's generally very bold. They have a lot of confidence, a lot of strength. But for some reason, they didn't feel that way at this point. But I wouldn't be surprised if this has to do with choosing the one. It's often a person who wants to get someone alone, but I feel not taking action, not budging, not moving. Now, if you have someone who's at a distance keeping you stuck and single, I can definitely see not trusting something and feeling things are a little off. But I feel it has a lot to do with mixed messages and mixed signals here. It has to do with communication. Tell me about the Strength card. See, this is an energy of taming that beast. I wouldn't be surprised someone has trust issues because of another person here too. Yeah, see, thinking negative thoughts. See, there's a lot of negativity, a little bit of lack. So there was a lack of confidence, not trusting. Because it could be someone who was manipulated, maybe even emotionally manipulated before. Yeah, we have the Empress now. So this is all about overcoming. See, it has to do with being able to trust. There was definitely an energy of lack and negativity. Because someone didn't feel confident, but now they feel more confident. Look, we have healing, time out healing. The Empress is healed, manifesting all the energies of the Queens. So, wow, I do feel a conversation. I feel somebody maybe wants to talk to you alone. Any more? Let's have another look at this. If you, and there is possibility still of a choice, some of you. Could be the Empress making choices, but we have an Emperor and Empress. This is someone quite charming, attractive. See the spark, the attraction. This passionate new beginning. It's the start of something. See, focused on the wand. They find you attractive. Let's have a look at the Elder of Wands. Yeah, it has to do with someone initiating. See, I feel like you initiated this. Reaching out to have a conversation, wanting to talk, but yet somebody either ignored someone, ghosted them, because they're avoiding a disaster. So there's avoidance here. Yeah, making choices, putting in efforts. There's definitely been choices being made here. So this is about going down this path, making a choice possibly between two. And if it's not two, it's just an energy of putting in effort. It has to do with two people working, putting in effort, building each other up. This person's definitely, in their head here. Yeah, so you can see change. It's an energy of change. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's moved, relocated, or kind of moving on. Because this person's looking for clarity if you're still single. Some of you, it is single here. I mean, you can see, and it's likely both people. But I feel here with the World, there's some kind of change. Someone moving, relocating, kind of moving on. Yeah, it has to do with, and I wouldn't be surprised if this person had cut someone out. Because I do feel it's about speaking truth. And I see the enlightenment, that little aha moment. Because they're thinking here about change, whether you've moved on, and maybe even relocation. There's definitely time apart. Yeah, someone's pride. So it has to do with someone's pride. Yeah, it's a person who feels defeated. Their pride got in the way. And it could be lack. Maybe they felt they couldn't give you the attention you wanted. But I do think this is someone who's going to speak truth. Now, if it is another person they've cut out, this has to do with not providing this person with the attention that they wanted. But their pride's actually getting in the way here too. Because it's a lack of money. See, they don't have to provide. This is someone single, somebody who takes care of themselves. They look out for number one. The Empress always looks out for themselves here. So this could be somebody who's felt defeated because they either can't provide, but it has to do with someone else, I feel. A lot of focus on work and money. Someone focusing a lot on work and money. And it could even be both of you, because I feel someone here is kind of looking like you may not really have anything in common. You may not be their type, but they're, taking a step back, seeing this differently now. Because somebody here, and I do feel for this person, because, the King of Swords is someone who generally speaks truth. It has to do with their intentions. And there's the bigger picture. Look at that. Both of you are going to see the bigger picture here. And I do see taking that step back, seeing the bigger picture, see happiness, happy home, happy life. I wouldn't be surprised if, I feel like you're going to receive from this person. And I do feel maybe a little gift or something here. I don't know if you gave this person something, you did something nice and they didn't reciprocate, or they just ignored. But this is about coming in right, building that foundation. And there's the Empress, open to receive. So I feel like you've been kind of waiting to receive here from this person. Yeah, it could have to do with commitment, making a commitment, but it's about coming in right. I feel this person wants to make something right here. Now, some of you definitely can see a married couple on a break or a separation. Someone's not giving someone attention, maybe giving it to someone else. But it's about providing. Someone's pride getting in the way. They felt they couldn't provide, or, you don't need. It has to do with someone who kind of acts maybe like they want to be single. For those of you who are. Because I do see that. The single person. But there's the lovers there too. And two down here. Wow. Yeah, we have someone feeling a little bit, guarded, defensive. Someone pushing someone away. But it's also an energy of someone standing up for themselves. So I wonder if somebody ghosted you or made a judgment and you didn't get to stand up for yourself. Yeah, see, interesting. It's often, someone who feels someone's judging them, or, it's defensive, feeling defensive, or not able to defend yourself, or not having the opportunity because there was this lack of communication. Yeah, interesting energy. But I feel like, I say, don't push this person away. Let them make this right. Doesn't mean you have to accept this pentacle, but it's about kindness, compassion. It is a healing energy. Because I do think it has to do with someone's didn't feel very confident. Some trust issues. Yeah, someone pushing someone away, or the other person feeling they need to stand up for themselves. It looks like you didn't get an opportunity to stand up for yourself. It's a person who feels someone's up to something. Their sword's up, they're guarded. They don't believe it, basically, right? They're like, there's just no way this person's legit here. But the Seven of Cups is also telling me there's opportunity. Someone knows a good thing when they see it. But I do see options and opportunities. I feel we have an Empress keeping their options open. The Empress often will just keep their options open. If someone pushes you away, because I feel as though the feminine has initiated something, tried to get something going. Now, it's possible this is somebody here who had just come apart from someone, choosing a different path, or two people have gone their separate ways. But interesting. Yep, there it is, confirmation. Yeah, I feel like it's about taking this to the next level too. So I feel it's something that didn't go anywhere. This is somebody who's kind of looking at this pinned on, but they're thinking, oh, this isn't going to go anywhere. They're not really interested in me. Because that sword is up. So it has to do with not being fair. Somebody wasn't being fair here. Because now they're seeing this from a different light. They're seeing an Empress energy. So I feel they're coming in to make this right, this person. But you don't have to accept this. But you can see this emotional energy, choices, opportunity. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who gets chased, or there's people interested in them. But they're also seeing this not chasing. So you are different than their usual type. So they're just kind of pinned on by their thoughts here. This person is definitely very analytical. I do feel totally overanalyzing the situation. Yeah, because there is opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. Yeah, there was a judgment, a decision. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a divorce, a breakup between two people going their separate ways, and then two people coming together. See, I do feel they were possibly even dealing with someone else. But it's like, who initiated this coming apart? But at this point here, this person's thinking, because they are thinking and looking for clarity, that you've likely moved on. And I do see the curiosity, and they are learning something and seeing the bigger picture here. It's about putting themselves out there. See, it's a person who's often not ready, But it is an emperor. Like I say, self-made, someone who's worked hard. Definitely a person who focuses a lot on their financial success, but they're in that closed off protection energy. They certainly didn't come in right, or they weren't fair. But this is an energy of releasing all that. See, out with the old, in with the new. So if this person has a lot of options, or they have people interested in them, they're releasing this. But this person obviously made a bad decision. Yeah, they're seeing something here they didn't see. Elder of Pentacles, somebody who's mature. It doesn't mean old. It just means mature. Financially stable. See, there's that pentacle. It's a person who's often gracious and patient. If you have a choice, and you are that, and I do see your energy here, you may be the one making a choice. But if you have a person who's stuck, stubborn, and refuses to budge, it's possible it's yourself coming apart from someone else. It could be either way, but wow. I see, and maybe this is what's happened to both of you, because I feel it's someone who's definitely used to being chased, the Emperor, because of what they can provide. So they have trust issues. Their BS detector goes up. The Knight of Swords, or King of Swords. And they were choosing their battles. They were thinking things through, choosing their battles. It looks like this is somebody who came into a situation and backed out. But now they see the bigger picture. So this person does see you in a positive light. It's about being able to trust. And I do see mixed messages, mixed signals, because the Knight of Swords rushes in, backs out. But there we have a stable person. See, it's about partnering up, being stable. Long term. This is someone who kind of felt, oh, this isn't going to go anywhere. So I don't know if you've crossed paths with this person before and it never goes anywhere. Now, the Emperor is someone who makes things happen. So I feel they're going to make this happen. This is an energy of becoming unstuck. It's about moving, because now we have the Three of Pentacles going down this path. It's a person who kind of felt they weren't ever going to go down this path again. But it does have to do with releasing and healing trust issues. Kind of learning to trust again. So this person, yeah, it's saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. Pisces energy, keeping it all in, not saying anything. So I do feel something here made you uncomfortable, because the Queen of Pentacles is a person who often makes people feel comfortable. Maybe an offer, invitation, hosting something. This is the hostess with the mostess as well. See, these are energies, but it's an energy of a person being gracious, and they're seeing all this. And someone who's stable, they look out for themselves. Now, it is possible during this time in between, somebody may have connected with another person here, but I see someone being cut out because of mind games, manipulation, deception. So there's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas here with this person. But don't push this person away. Even if you're not interested and you're moving on and you have other options and choices, because it's about closure. See, often it's about closure. But I really feel this is someone here is going to make something happen. They see the bigger picture. And this is something that makes this person feel happy. See an opportunity, a gathering, getting together. But it's about someone putting themselves out there. Yeah, we have a person not saying anything, suffering in silence. See, that's that keeping it all in, not saying anything. So some of you have been keeping these emotions all to yourself, because either this person judged you wrong and it's making you feel kind of sad here. But I do feel they want to make it right. So wow, some pretty heavy energy, but I do feel this is something overcoming, because the Emperor is going to offer this pentacle. It could be closure, but this is usually the start of something. See, it's making a choice, choosing this path. It's about two people coming together and going down this path, because this turns into the Three of Pentacles, taking off that pentacle. And it has to do with possible commitment here. Wow. Yeah, and I do feel this person feels responsible. See, something's bothering someone. They're keeping it to themselves, though, suffering in silence, or unable to. Could be someone who blocked someone too. I mean, but it's an energy of, with that Seven of Swords, somebody pushing someone away or being guarded, defensive, not believing it, right? Believing something. So this is, often hurt feelings, suffering in silence. So it has to do with something bothering yourself, and they could be learning this because they're kind of going, aha, here. So they do feel responsible. They want to make it right because they rushed in and then backed out, possibly changed their mind. But I feel this is somebody was dealing with something here because they were choosing their battles. So it's about making it right. This is about releasing this burden, this heavy weight. And that's where the sun starts to shine. And right there's that ace. So you can take it or leave it. It could be closure, closing out a cycle, but it really could be this person making this happen. Yeah, the Five of Swords at the end, though, and I do see this energy of learning to trust. Take care, and we'll see you soon.